Hello everyone, welcome back to another 2v2 Warhammer battle. Today I was feeling pretty savage, so I went with some savage orcs for my greenskins. We have a vampire count ally facing off against the chaos and wood elves. So for my army here, the core of it's going to be the savage orcs. We have savage orc biggins and then 2 savage orc normal ones on the flanks. We have 3 squid curds for anti-armor. I wanted to get Wurzag, but I also have been neglecting the orc armor, artillery, not armor. So I wanted to get some artillery on the field, so we have 3 of these rock lobbers, one of which is the renowned one. And because of that, I couldn't afford Wurzag, so we just got the Night Goblin War Boss, 2 Goblin Big Bosses as the escort, and then a Night Goblin Shaman, and then I brought 2 additional Savage Orc Error Boys, because again, feeling savage. And then for the Cav, we have the strongest Cav in the game, 2 Goblin Wolf Riders, one right there, and one then Vanguard deployed way back in the back over there, which is going to eventually come over here. For the Vampire counts, they have 3 Zombos, we have 2 Skeletal Spearmen on the flanks, Graveguard, Cryptor, Unholy Lodestone, Cart, Dire Pack, 2 Black Knights, Isabella, and a Death Vampire? Yeah, Death Vampire. Chaos has 2 Chaos Chariots, a Chosen, Chaos Warriors with Halberds, 3 Aspiring Champions, Exalted Hero, Archeon the Ever-Chosen, 3 Chaos Marauders, all up in there, and then we have a Shaggoth. And then for the Wood Elf, we have a female Glade Lord, Dryads, Frontline of Eternal Guard with Shields. We have 4 Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts, the anti-armor. And then 4 War Dancers, 2 of them with Spears, 2 of them with Swords. And that's going to be their armor in a very, very, very tight formation. So I'm currently targeting my Goblobbers in the center of this formation so that even if they miss, they'll hit something. So that's what I'm doing right there. We're going to move up briefly, but then I am going to withdraw because I'm just going to kind of let my artillery do the talking for me. Now, normally I just charge ahead with the greenskins every single time I play them. But I was seeing that the Shaggoth was coming over here, and the Wood Elf army was repositioning right here. So I was like, I don't want to engage the Shaggoth over here and then also be taking fire from over here. So we're actually going to pull back, let the artillery do its thing, as my Vampire count ally is kind of marching up with us. And they're going to be engaged against the Chaos here soon-ish. And I'm bringing up my Wolf Riders now, and they're eventually going to come up here. So you see some Glade Guard fire going off. They're going to be hitting my Goblin Wolf Riders. The Glade Lord, I think, was firing at my Savage Orc Arrow Boys, or will be, as I'm going to be firing at them, which is Savage Bloops. Just boop, 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 boop. We're going to cast that visibility debuff and accuracy debuff as we were finally going to charge in with our Savage Orc line. So try and make sure that some of these arrows won't hit us. Some of them. As the Glade Lord is going to fly past us. I'm going to disengage a hero squad because I think that they want to land back here, and if they do, I want to pounce on them with the heroes. And I don't think I really need them to fight off this elf infantry because Savage Orcs are better than elf infantry, hands down. And there's not that much in the front line to really stop us. Casting debuffs over here to assist our right flank. Again, the Wolf Riders not coming in. We're going to go around at these War Dancers here. As these guys coming in, well, we will eventually go around these War Dancers there. And I'm just going to keep my hero squad underneath the Glade Lord. That's fine, again, because I don't really need them up here. We do have some leadership up there. Meanwhile, over there, you can see the zombies have engaged against Archeon the Ever-Chosen, who is, oh my god, who is taking so much damage. I'm not even sure from what. I'm assuming overcasting spells at this point. I must have missed them. And then the Black Knights are going to be engaging against the Chariots back there. And you can see we've already gone around the flanks of the Wood Elf army because we have so much infantry and they did not. And some of their infantry is just chasing our Wolf Riders who are highly mobile. So we're just kind of going to go through here and go bloop. These Savage Orcs are going to go bloop, 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 all Savage Bloops. And again, we're just kind of shadowing the Glade Lord, making sure that they can't land as we shoot them with the Savage Orc Arrow Boys. For some reason, I cast Sneaky Sabbath on these guys. I don't even remember why. I was like, why did I do that? It may have been a misclick. I honestly can't remember in the heat of the battle. But you can already see that we have cleared out most of these Wood Elf Archers, which is the main damage of this army that they brought. Now we're casting the wall and some defensive buffs in this area as we're dealing with this War Dancer right here with the spears. We've already dealt with the War Dancers there. It's just like Savage Orcs are just better than like all elf infantry. That's why I brought them. Because they're also pretty good against, well, depending on what Chaos brings, they can be pretty good. If it's just so much like Chaos Warriors, then that it kind of sucks, but they're still not terrible. But yeah, so we just savage blooped the hell out of this Wood Elf. They had a very dense formation, and it just allowed us to get around the flanks really easy. Wolf Riders coming in at super speeds with Wolf Bloops. And now we're just going to disengage and go over here where you can see my ally, the Graveguard Corps backed up by the Cryptors, and the Unholy Lodestone over here is doing well. The Shaggoth's giving a little bit of problems, but Isabella and the Vampire of Death has been slowly pecking away at Archeon the Ever-Chosen. These chariots engaging against Skeletal Spearmen and Black Knights, not good at all for them. Not good at all. So that was a very good choice on my allies. Of my ally to engage those chariots with those particular units, because the chariots are not kind of bogged down, not really doing too much. Nice root charge here on these Chaos Marauders. And also what I didn't really show is that halfway through the battle against the Wood Elves, I switched all my Gobbo artillery over here to attack the Chosen, which were kind of just sitting here, and they were giving my ally a tough time, kind of. I mean, honestly, the fight just started, and I was just like, hey, let's have 3 Gobbo Rock Lobbers throw some armor-piercing damage in there, and they melted pretty quickly. My Savage Orcs have been unrelenting in the chasing of this Glade Lord, who has popped her potion at this point, because she was at like half health or something. And yeah, Isabel and the Vampire of Death are just running in circles literally around Archeon right now. Chariot's still out here, not really doing anything, and yeah. Hero Squad over there routing Chaos Marauders. And the enemy, they got savaged. Throwing some Savage Orcs into this against this Shaggoth. Savage Orc Area Boy still chasing the Glade Lord.
Run, boys! Go on, 1-6. Run, boys! Run, boys!
And that's gonna be a fight. Savage Orcs, man. Green Tide. It's no joke. But also, the very dense formation of that Wood Elf player did not really do much for them. Because it was basically less travel time for my Savage Orcs to get to the archers, which they needed to protect more than anything. And just a couple of Wolf Riders, like, I can't stress enough how good Wolf Riders are. They are so fast, and you saw that person, like, devoted 2 of their elite units, those War Dancers, into chasing them. And if you just leave them on the chase, that's a 300 Gobbo unit keeping, like, a 950 War Dancer unit busy just by chasing them around as the rest of your army kills people. So Goblin Wolf Riders are just like secret MVPs of this entire video game. They are the bomb. Ever since the early days, I remember this specific battle. It was hundreds of episodes ago now. But it was 2 dwarf campers in a corner, and they had left like 2 organ guns out of position. And they thought it would be safe because they were so far away from my deployment zone, but I had Vanguard deployed 2 Goblin Wolf Riders in a forest nearby or something. And we just came out of the forest, killed 2 organ guns within seconds, and I was like, oh my god, goblins are amazing. And that was like hundreds of episodes ago. I love these little bastards. But besides them, the Savage Orcs they crush elves. It's not much of a competition. Even upgraded elves too. And the thing is, like, elf infantry are designed to hold for a long time, but against the savage, there's not much they can do. Some Treekin, like 2 Treekin in here, minus the Dryads, minus these 2 normal War Dancers. Probably would have been a much better army. Oh my god, they upgraded these to tier 4? Huh. Now see, if they just had these, I thought their army seemed small, and now I kind of see why, because they were upgrading everything to tier 4. They definitely would have been much better off with more infantry, or wild riders, or anything, really. I rarely see a veteran army work. Although, to be fair, I don't see it that often anyway. But let's see, for Donkey here, looks like one of the Grave Guard did pretty... Huh. That doesn't really seem like they got too many kills, though. I mean, the Black Knight 63 is good, the Cryptors did good. This one Grave Guard did pretty good. But yeah, I guess not many kills. Did they go veteran too? They kind of went veteran a little bit. But yeah, those Chosen got picked off relatively quickly by my artillery. The Chariots did get a decent amount of kills, I guess, against Spearmen and Black Knights, maybe? Marauders, 173 kills. The thing is, they crashed into the zombie line in the front. So they got a lot of kills from there. Archeon, 50 kills, not bad. And then the Exalted Hero lasted till the very end of the battle. An odd army. Potentially devastating with 2 Chaos Chariots, but allowing them to get pinned down by the Black Knights was, again, a good move on Donkey's part. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and let's go watch the cinematic view. This formation, man. Much too tight. Much too tight. Incoming! Go get him, savages!
The enemy uses magic! Maybe
Wolf Riders! They're so cheap and so good! Little puppies!
Run, boys! Let's fight! Yes, then!
Alright! Go on then!
Man.
Boys!
They didn't have enough units to keep us off their archers. Maybe they were expecting like I'd go a ton of Black Orcs or something and not have the ability to flank them. Because they brought a bunch of Starfire shafts, so clearly they were expecting to deal with a ton of armor. And that would have hurt had I gone a core of Black Orcs. Like, I rarely ever do a core of Black Orcs. Like, if I bring Grimgore, I may bring 2 Black Orcs, but I don't know. Black Orcs are really good, but I usually don't use them that much. Oh yeah, and there's these poor Chosen just getting hammered by 3 Goblobbers as his Graveguard hold him off. Oh, what is happening there? It sounds like the spell just continually wants to activate but can't. That was weird. Now, where's those archers? Where are y'all? There you are. Wait, no, those are normal. There you are. Had to look at them at least a little bit. before the end. Well, there they were. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Savage Orcs are really good. I don't know, do you think they're too good? I wonder if they're just too good. I don't know, because I mean, I feel like greenskins should have really strong infantry, because their cav sucks. Like, Orc Boy Biggins are cool, but they're not amazing. So they make up for it in very strong. I think that's fine. Now, if they had like really strong cav, you know, like a kind of like a Blood Knight type of cav, you know, that kind of classification, then I think maybe having a tough, strong infantry like this would be too much. But no, I think they're all right because they lack in artillery, they lack in ranged support. They have it, but it's not. None of it's like really amazing, and their monsters are okay, but very easily countered by all range damage. So yeah, I mean, there's no doubt the Savage Orcs are really strong, but I think it's fine. But what do you think? Let me know. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.